What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve. Finally back with another video. Where the hell have I been? Well, if you're interested in finding out, I talked about it in my last live stream, which I did on Saturday out of nowhere. Go back and catch that. If you would like to get some updates on what I've been up to, as far as my life, as far as my content and things. Now, this video is going to be more based on cards and what I've been up to with cards. Well, I've been trying to buy cards, and today I'm going to go over few cards, maybe 4 total, that I've lost on eBay. And I'm gonna go through different ways of how I've lost them. Have I been cheap? Have they been shilled? We'll take a look. We'll find out. Come back after my intro and we'll dive right into these cards. Wait a minute, I don't have an intro, so let's just go ahead and dive right in. The first card is a card that I've already have and that you guys have seen on Instagram. It's a card I really was hunting down last year, and I was able to land one. I landed mine for $700. The card I'm speaking of is a 2000 SP Authentic Sign of the Times. One of the NASCAR greats. Dale Earnhardt doesn't have many high-end autographs out there. This is probably his best one. Another one of these surfaced on eBay a couple weeks ago. It actually was posted for a little while at a buy it now of over $2,500. I purchased mine for $700, so I just couldn't see going in on one for $2,500, considering I already had one. However, for the right price, I would have loved to have landed a second one of these. This one was in a BGS 9 with a 10 auto, and it sold for $1,500 at a fixed price, or buy it now, if you will. The listing seller had kept lowering the price little by little, almost every other day. It's almost as if they were in a hurry to move the card. I had it on my watch list at $1,200 to $1,300. If he came down to that, I was going to snap it up and have another one of these, no problem. However, it was bought by someone else, and I think it was a very good buy for $1,500. Someone else got a great card I would have loved to have too. Unfortunately, one of the cards that I lost seems like a legit purchase, was a buy it now, as the price kept creeping down. Would I have liked to see that card sell at the $2,500 to $3,000 range? Of course, because I own one. And so, it makes the value of mine look really good. But also, if there's cards you really like and they're coming down, you can get a card that you like at a good price. This was just one example. Again, here is the card. This is not the one that I lost. However, I was about to get a double of these and I did not. Let's go ahead and swing on around and look at another card, guys. Let's talk about card number 2, the deuce. And we've done swung it outside to get some fresh air. The YouTube room isn't ready in the new home, and it's 60 degrees in Delaware in December. What more could anyone ask for around here? If you guys live on the East Coast, Northeast, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the next card, I believe, is around 2013. I'm going to say this was a Topps Allen and Ginter framed Snoop Dogg autograph. Yes, Snoop D-O double jizzle, but it was also signed Snoop Lion, which I'm not really sure why it's signed Snoop Lion and the card says Snoop Lion on it. But anyway, you guys, I love the Topps Allen and Ginter autographs. I got the Tony Hawk, the Charles Martinet, a lot of those, the Val Kilmer, a lot of the ones that aren't sports related or that are movie stars or music stars. The last pickup that I did get of a high-end one was at the National, and that was the Hulk Hogan. Don't know if the lighting's very good, but the Hulk Hogan numbered out of 10, and got that at the National. That one is sports related if, you consider wrestling sports entertainment. Anyway, the Snoop Dogg just ended last night, so this was a recent loss that I had. Card pushed up to $1,300. I actually had a bid in at $960. Dog in the background, as we're talking about Snoop Dogg, there you go. But anyway, I really wasn't sure how much I wanted to pay for this. I had seen one of these at a Chantilly show last year, a while ago, in a PSA 9, and the seller was asking for $1,300. It was a PSA 9 with no auto grade, and they wanted $1,300 at the show. This one on eBay was a BGS 9.5 with an auto 10 and went for $1,300. So right around the same price for a slightly better card, in my opinion. But I just wasn't ready to push up over, the $1,100 mark. The card is tough to come by. You don't see it that much, but I really wasn't feeling it for that price. It was going to be a PC item and not something I was looking to buy, you know, to move, especially anytime soon. So again, it had a good amount of feedback for the winner. You know, I believe it was over 1,300 for the winner in feedback. So it seems like this would be a legit sale with the buyer having 1,300 positive feedbacks. It's not something like you'll see coming up where it's kind of sketchy, kind of shady. So again, a great card, Snoop Dogg, Topps Allen Ginter Auto. Someone got a great card, wasn't me, but hey, there's always next time around. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video about talking about the last two cards that I lost at auction this week. And I'm going to talk about these together because these cards were shilled, or at least I believe that they were. I cannot prove it, but they do follow the trends of what shilled auctions tend to do, which I will point out for you guys. Hopefully it's a little bit educational for you. And I would like to preface this by saying, if you see something get shilled, don't let it bother you. It's not worth the time of day. I see lots of people putting out posts on Instagram, putting up videos on YouTube, just specifically related towards shill bidding and in direct relationship to the sports card hobby. And shill bidding exists with anything, especially when you're dealing with a platform like eBay, an auction platform where there's really no protection against it. It's just going to happen whether you're buying clothes, cars, automotives, tools, you know, anything for your home. Any goods that you're going to purchase on eBay have the potential to be shill bid. And I take issue when people just directly relate it to the hobby market and then also act surprised. When I was buying and selling cards back in the 90s, it was happening. I used to buy and sell paintball guns and paintball gun parts years ago, and it happened with that. So let's just say it's something that exists. Don't be surprised by it. And it's not going away. It's like death and taxes. It's just something we have to deal with. And if you expect it, then you're not let down when it happens and you're not angry, and it's not worth being angry about anyway. There's bigger things in this world. So let's talk about the cards. The first card was a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, dual on-card auto. You guys know I'm a sucker for the on-card autos. This was an immaculate, numbered out of 10. Boom, up here, it was in raw condition. I don't mind with these cards, them being in raw condition. However, as this started to go up in not value, but go up in the bid history, as you can see, you know, it's up around that $2,000 mark, and someone comes in hot and heavy with a $3,000 bid, and the feedback is a 1. The feedback for this bidder is a 1. At the end of the auction, by no surprise, this person is the winner at $3,050. And it goes private, as the seller is then listed as private, as if, you know, people don't want to see who it was. But you can see it's both the same name. The next to last bid and the last bid are both the same name, both won feedback. It was the same person. So I'm going to tend to lead towards the accusation that this card was shilled. When I see a card being shilled, I don't want to stay in on the auction. I'm going to back out because I'm going to pay an inflated price. And that may be something that you want to do. You may want to pay an inflated price because this card may be for your PC and you don't care about a market value. You don't care about what you have to pay for it. You just want to get it. And that's fine, you know, but just, hey, buyer be wary. If you don't want to pay overinflated due to a shill bidder, check out the bid history on something before you decide to bid on it. Now, the last card I want to talk about is another dual auto. And this was a Topps Stadium Club co-signers. I've never seen this card before. It is numbered out of 50. Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan. What else can you say? Two of the best big men to ever play in my era and in the history of the NBA. Not only two of the best big men, two of the best players ever. Championships, MVPs, stats, you name it. These guys have done it. Dual auto on the same card. You just don't see something like this pop up every day. In an SGC slab, graded a 9 with an auto 10. Tough to get 10s on them dual autos because you're grading more than one autograph and they all have to be flawless signatures in order to get that 10, whether it's a dual, or a trip, a quad, whatever it may be. But anyway, got the 10 grade on it. This card really started to take off like a rocket ship. You see someone come in with a feedback on the bid history of 6. And they're just booming it up, booming it up, booming it up, staggering the bids. And you see just driving it up, driving it up. I was at like, no way am I going to compete with this. I'm going to end up being stuck with with this card for double of what I initially would like to pay. This card got pushed up over $5,000, believe it or not. And the card is back listed on eBay. So again, this is another thing where this card had to have been shilled because it's relisted by the same seller. So I'm going to guess that the seller didn't quite get what they were hoping to get for it. They used a burner account to run it up. It got over $5,000. It's now relisted at a buy it now or best offer of $74.99. Yes, $7,500. If you want it, you can go out and make an offer for it. But anyway, just run up, relisted by the same seller as before. So definitely seems to be somewhat shady, but it is what it is. I'll take my money elsewhere and look for another great card. And that's it, guys. 4 really nice cards that I wish I would have won this week, but unfortunately I didn't. There's always tomorrow, the next day. In fact, I've lost another auction as I was filming this video. Maybe I'll point that out to you guys in a live stream. Anyway, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching my videos. Be wary. Always check the bid history when you jump in on an auction because you don't want somebody to inflate and drive a price up on you. And go look for the deals. That's why I really want to get out to a show. I can just buy it for the price that I want, not have to compete and not have to worry. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap the video. Hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And maybe I'll come back and do some more videos for you guys in the future. I'll see you later.